don't know about you, but when I think of someone who looks at CP or inappropriate content of children, I think of a frail, sad-looking man who looks like he lives in his mom's basement and hasn't seen the sun in a month. And the way he finds this content is he is in some secret chat room on the dark web, and there's these little whispers of these desires they have, and that they're sending videos back and forth to each other, and that's how they get the content that they're watching. But the truth is, we don't know who's watching this content, and it's often everyday looking people. And what if I told you, instead of these kind of videos being shared in these secret little chat rooms, they're actually shared on streaming networks? Streaming networks? You mean like Netflix and Hulu and Crunchyroll? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Maybe with a little less budget, but same concept. For example, the streaming service called KIDFLIX, it was just shut down a couple weeks ago. This was an international operation led by the Bavarian police and Europol, where they found a total of 1.8 million users between April 2022 and March 2025. And during this operation, they were able to arrest 79 suspects, protect 39 children, and by protect, I mean to find and retrieve 39 children, and they found over 91,000 CSAM videos. Now, to put that into perspective, Netflix only has 7,000 videos at a time on its platform. And while this site is currently considered the largest of its kind, it is not unique. There are more like it, it's not the only one. And you may wonder, like I did, how can a site like this even exist? How can videos like this even exist for someone to look at? These are actual photos from the website. But basically, these are legal sites with an illegal underbelly.
A legal site, but there's very much the dark side that runs beneath it. How the name comes about, it's designed, I suppose, to attract kids, but also to paedophiles, people who are hunting kids.
Now, this is important. The website was called KIDFLIX. It was meant to resemble Netflix, which, for one, is used to trick or entice children to the website. A child who may be trying to find Netflix and they find KIDFLIX. But from what I've seen from people talking about the website, on the face of the website, it is legal content that people can watch. And then as you navigate through the site, they use cryptocurrency and tokens that you can earn to access illegal content. And call me a conspiracy theorist, but I already think that actual children's content is embedded with things that are meant to desensitize them to the sexual nature of things. And giving our children free access to roam the internet as they please in a world where there is little to no regulation or any desire, really, to protect their innocence is so dangerous, in my opinion. But that's a conversation for another day. Now, while these sites and the people who view them are the lowest our society has to offer, I want to talk about how we are openly and regularly giving content to these predators. I want you to understand, if you don't already know, that there are levels to this kind of content. There are the outright egregious videos that we're talking about here that are illegal content to have. But then there are videos and the types of content that are legal. The videos of a child playing in a bath, running around in a bathing suit or a diaper. The videos of children eating food like hot dogs, popsicles, ice cream, bananas, things like that. And this is content that their parents are openly sharing to the world. And to normal people, these videos don't seem inappropriate because they're cute. They're innocent, truthfully. But to predators, to people who are attracted to children, there's a sinister trigger for them. They like these videos. They pleasure themselves to these videos. And that's why I advocate for keeping children offline in general. I'm not saying that you can't post a cute picture of your kid on your Facebook page. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying even if you want to be an influencer or a content creator, if your child is just present because you have children and they're there in the background, that's another thing. But making content about children is so dangerous. And many of these moms will say, well, if they're taking a video of a child and they're twisting it to make it some kind of perverted thing, that's their problem. Are you kidding me? If there was a PDF file at the splash pad down the street, would you take your daughter there to play in a bathing suit in front of him? And while I don't expect every parent to know that these things are happening, these influencers, these mommy influencers, they know what's happening. They get the comments, they get the messages, and sometimes they even get the requests. The perfect example of this is Piper Raquel. Piper Raquel and her mother, if you haven't watched the Netflix documentary Bad Influence, I urge you to go watch it. Piper Raquel is a child influencer who has been sexualized her entire life. So much so that her mother sent provocative videos, and she even would take Piper's undergarments and send them to people online. Predators and even those who have been charged with these crimes have been interviewed and asked what the main source of content that they were viewing would be, and a lot of them said mommy influencers and child influencers are the holy grail of content because it's completely legal. And that brings me to my next topic, AI software. It's almost impossible to tell what's real or fake online anymore. And these individuals who create this kind of content could take a video of, say, a cute child eating a banana. Say you post a video of your child eating a banana. They can take that video and superimpose an object instead of a banana, if you understand what I'm saying, to make it look like something else. They can change the movements of the video, they can change the background of the video, and it's almost impossible to tell that it's not real. And this is happening more and more every day. And I know it seems like something that can't ever happen to your child, but it can. Even if your child is not active on social media, all it takes is a teacher, a coach, a neighbor, a friend's parent, anyone who has access to this type of software or knows someone who does and they have the desire, this can happen. And do you see here, they have notifier apps. So what does that mean? So let's see. Okay, it says notify apps work like this. Someone posts a normal everyday photo, maybe a child's sports team picture, a casual Snapchat, or even a selfie from Instagram. The tool's AI removes the clothing, which can create a disturbingly authentic looking nude image. And these are free apps for anyone to use. Look, I'm not trying to scare you out of posting your kid's recital outfit or their first day of school pic or them playing sports. Okay, I get it. I'm trying to reach the influencers, the family vloggers, the people who are exploiting their children and posting their everyday lives to strangers. This is going to have repercussions, that are going to last a lifetime for these kids, and this is only just the beginning. So I urge you to stop supporting these people, to see it for what it really is. It's exploitation of these kids, and it's going to be much more harmful in the future. But if this information has encouraged you to at least look through the posts that you have of your kids, or to make you think twice before posting that next video or picture of them, leave me a little camera emoji down in the comments just so I know that you've made it here and that this has impacted you in some way, because truthfully this information has impacted me, and it's what's gotten me to this point, to advocate against children being online. I'm advocating against people who make their child the breadwinner of their family. And that's what these child influencers are. They are the breadwinners of their family. They support their family. They pay the mortgage. They pay for the cars. They pay for the trips, whether they know it or not. But that's actually a discussion I'm going to get into on another video. For today, I want to focus on what we've talked about here, and that's the danger of posting children online due to these type of websites and this type of content and these kind of people. I hope it's sunny where you are and you can step outside, take a deep breath. I know this is a very heavy subject. So thank you for watching and subscribe if you like.